Angie, 5 subs? Okay.
Hold on.
Wait,
Use your card, Myron.
who paid for that card? Who paid for that shit, man?
W Venezuela.
What's Myron's paid for that shit, bro?
W Venezuela. So that's my money, Angie.
Before I show you how racist Angie was to black women and only black women, it's important to know that most of her racist tweets to black women disappeared the day she deactivated her Twitter account. However, we as black women have a long memory. Oh, and did you know that the Klan uniform that Myron wears was made by Angie? Yes, you heard me. Angie proudly made a KKK uniform for Myron to wear, hood and all.
All right, I gotta. You made this.
Yeah, but
You made it. Okay.
you're not supposed to put it on.
What's up, f***ers? Welcome.
It's on.
Welcome to Clan Reacts.
It's to the side.
Welcome to Clan Reacts. Is it straight? No, I can't see. Damn it.
It's.
That's one of her note. Bro, okay, Angie, tell them what happens when people see that.
They start to look at me like I'm crazy. Like literally, I went to a protest, like a protest thing for Venezuela.
The Venezuelan ones? They saw it?
Of course I had
Oh.
it. To me, it's hilarious because if you see, this is Myron in the old studio. And he's eating his fucking rye mangoes. Myron loves rye mangoes. So to me, it's just funny because this is Myron at his core. Like, this is clearly Myron, you know? So I love this photo. This is one of my favorite photos of him. It's really funny. I really enjoy it. He's like, yeah, I'm racist and I'm eating dry mangoes.
Even though Angie deactivated her Twitter account, I do have a screenshot of when she racially attacked me. You see, when Myron would attack innocent black women on Twitter by calling us racial slurs, Angie would be right behind him attacking the same black women Myron was attacking. She would do so by posting a picture of a gorilla, orangutan, or monkey with the caption, "This you," in her.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Nerd Chronicles with your host, the socially awkward nerd, Christian Paul speaking. And ladies and gentlemen, after many months, we are back with another episode of Brits Talk. And here in this episode, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about Miss Angie Camacho and her sins on practicing a wicked culture of anti-black racism. You know what I'm saying? Just want to be close to massa, okay? And now for her, ever since Myron Gaines and Angie are no longer together, the block has been hot for Miss Camacho, especially when she out here dipping with Bay Rico. You know what I'm saying? And she's literally out spewing her racism towards black people as well. So, in light of this, after what I'm seeing, the block has been hot. She really ain't no different than Myron. Given mentality, it's just that they literally broke apart because, you know, Myron just couldn't even have enough time to spend time with one another, and she's just not really actually just into him like that for whenever. I don't know. But the mindset is actually still the same. And y'all, you literally got dated back to literal prehistory. 1700s, 1800s, where, you know, you got hardcore white supremacists transporting slaves all the way out to Latin America, down to Christopher Columbus's timeline, okay? And you got slaves working literally down to the bone, being treated like crud up in Latin America. You can literally look all these things up as I'm actually recording live right in front of like heavy rain at the moment. Block has been super high over there. You know, black folks eventually got their independence, still yearning for the reparations to this day. However, right? Racism, the culture of racism, the culture of colorism is practiced all across Latin America, especially definitely when white Hispanics, especially when Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, Colombians, Central Americans, South Americans, Mexicans. Many of these Latin Americans want to be so desperately bad to be white, so bad, that they rather literally try to kiss ass and massa, and they'll have a LULAC division just to try and make themselves classified as white American. They got all the good stuff. While behind the scenes with white supremacist culture, these white supremacists coming from both sides are literally having the plans to literally try and get them literally about the paint the moment that we're no longer around. But they'll use them to literally keep black people like myself in line, or try and get them gone, or have them sabotaged, so that we get sent back to literally either being broke and let's get literally swallowed up in state and federal prison. Okay, that's one of the big old deals of what they name that. This is what they the white supremacist mainstay is when it comes to the original white supremacists. Because when they done with us, they're gonna focus next on a Latino, and they'll literally try to do their best to get him or her gone, or get him or her offed, or unalived, or deleted. Look at the situation when it comes to like ICE enforcement, coming all the way around since Donald Trump actually up the situation with ICE enforcement, coming with the borders as well as with major cities. Look at that situation, and look at how it panned up with a lot of people in the Hispanic community, whether they're citizens or not. Look at that example. Look at other examples where you see a lot of Hispanics really being sabotaged under the Trump administration right now in regards with this, based on practicing their culture of anti-anyone else but them racism. Okay? And once they're gone, they focus on the Asians, and eventually once everybody else gone but them, they literally eat themselves up. They have a self-sabotaging, jealous-minded, narcissistic culture where it's always got to be about me, and I got to try and take the easy way out, and if they have something that I don't like, I got to try and take them down, or I got to steal. You know what I'm saying? They have a very wicked, hardcore, jealous, and narcissistic mindset. And the people that share that type of spirit, that share that type of ordeal, eventually will get duped, and eventually will literally get played in the wrong one. And Angie will literally learn that the hard way. But even if that's the case, you know, some of them will still literally kiss ass to massa. And that is the unfortunate reality, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Anti-black racism isn't just practiced by white folks and sambos like Myron Gaines. It is practiced by other groups as well, and other groups as a collective practice that as well, because they want to literally try to kiss ass to massa and literally be as close to whiteness as much as possible. They are not really to literally go head to toe to literally challenge the white supremacists, okay, that practice that white supremacist culture literally down to the T, okay? And they're literally gonna be in front of, they're gonna have a rude awakening when the devil eventually turns its back on their sambos and on anybody else. Because at the end of the day, white supremacy is all it is. White supreme over everyone else. You know what I'm saying? And then he's gonna literally learn the hard way. Still learn the hard way, ladies and gentlemen. No more talk from me as I deal with this crazy ass rain.